You could argue the break-off is the most important shot in pool. Split the balls well and make a pot, and you give yourself a great chance to win without your opponent even getting a shot off the table. Fail to make a ball and disaster. Your opponent has that chance to mop the floor with you. I'm getting a lot of questions just now about how to break, so I thought I'd create this video to help. Although the cut break is starting to be used more, the front ball break is still the most popular in the UK. And don't worry if you're tuning in from someplace else, as what I'll cover in this video will apply to all variations of pool. Anyway, the front ball break is all about power, so I'm going to run through 7 quick steps on how to slap that break into next week. So let's go. To generate a lot of power, you need to bring your arm as far back as possible. It's the same principle as throwing something. Could you throw something further from here or from here? To give yourself room to bring your arm back further, you need to adjust your bridge. Place a cue ball either on the baulk line or just behind it and your bridge on the cushion. You then need to move your backhand further down the cue. This allows you to pull the cue right back to your bridge, and this is a perfect position to hit that pile driver from. On a normal shot, you should have your head very close or touching your cue. However, when you're going to hit the ball as hard as you do on the break, that position will restrict your power. First of all, you're going to move quite a bit on the shot. If your head is too close, it could come into contact with your cue and slow down all that speed that you're generating. More importantly, let's think about that throwing analogy again. You wouldn't throw very far by doing this, would you? What you need to do is shift all the momentum of your body forward as you release that object. And it's the same with the break-off. Get your whole body behind that bad boy. One of the first things to move forward will be your head, so get it in position before you even begin. Raise it slightly above your cue, and that way instead of having to lift it and then move forward, you can just get all the momentum into the shot quicker. Step 3, you may already do. When you address the ball normally, you'll either be square onto the shot or your body will be turned slightly. When playing with power, it's easier if you turn your body. It helps to get your body weight into the shot like we mentioned on the last step, and if you're square on, there's more chance of your hand coming into contact with your body, which will slow the shot down. It's also important to control your feathers. For the break-off shot, you should be speeding them up a bit. Doing this frees up your arm, releases a bit of the tension, and gets your arm ready for how hard you want to hit that cue ball. But it's not about moving it as fast as possible. You want to keep some control, and in particular on your last backswing, you actually want to slow it down slightly, and there's 2 reasons for this. The first is keeping your arm moving fast often makes players forget to pause, and I'll cover why this is important very soon. The second reason is you want your momentum to go forwards, not backwards. Think about trying to move water in a bath. If you go like this, you're not going to generate a lot of force in that water. Take a slower backswing, pause, and then move that hand forward, and you'll probably end up emptying the tub. Guess what? It's the same principle on a cue stroke. This one could actually be step 6, as it comes at the next stage of the process, but I think it helps to focus on it at this point. On the break-off, you're going to have a lot of body and head movement. This increases the chance of cueing offline. Now you could hit a break at 1,000,000 miles per hour, but if you cue offline, you'll actually lose a lot of the pace on the cue ball, and it probably means that you won't make a full ball contact on the object ball. So again, all that power and effort you've put in is lost. So possibly the most important part of the break is making sure the cue is delivered straight. It's not easy to do this, but I find it helps just to place a little bit of focus on it while you're addressing the shot. Simply thinking about making contact with the centre of the cue ball will help. The pause. I love the pause. It's nothing, but it does everything. Despite the break being the most important shot in pool, it's the shot that people most often forget to pause. It's probably because you've got your arm moving quickly and you've got a lot of built up anxiety to hit that ball as hard as you can. But my biggest piece of advice on the break is slow down. Take your time. If anything, take a longer pause just to set yourself. The pause is your moment to allow all elements of your technique to get in sync and work properly for this very important shot. So do not forget it. Last is a follow through. On a normal shot, you probably follow through a few inches. On the break, if you do it properly, it should be a few feet. Think about how far you pulled your cue back on step one. You want to follow through by at least the same amount. But remember, you've turned your body, you've raised your head, and you've set yourself up to generate a lot of momentum through the ball. So really, all of this should naturally generate a whole lot of follow through. I'll now quickly show you my break with all 7 of these steps. But before I do, just hit me with a quick like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you like playing power shots, then this video here shows you how to get an unholy amount of backspin. So go check it out, it's pretty cool.